Hello everybody, it's your boy Namari here, back out with another video. But before we start, I had a disclaimer to make. Yesterday I was planning on making videos after I got back from the water park. But during the water park, my mother got actually water damage on my phone because she had it in this case so that way she can, if she needed to call like my dad or my uncle, she could have just did it very easily. But due to that, she accidentally had the case open and the water got inside the phone on the waves, on this like wave pool area. But guys, I'm here to bring y'all what if Naruto had what if Naruto could control space actually. So this is the description of this. In the story, Naruto has a special Keke Genkai that allows him to control the space as in gravity and black hole. This it originated from the Namikaze clan. And the Namikaze clan does not originate from Earth, but from the moon. The founder of the clan is Homura Otsutsuki. Jesus. The Namikaze clan has a dojutsu that is similar to the Tensegan, but also can control gravity and space, or could control also how, like I said, space, which is gravity and the black holes. This eyes would be called Gravity Eye. I can't pronounce the. I think it's Draco no Mi. Jiri no Mi. Yeah. Draco no Mi. I think that's how you pronounce it. But, so yeah, that's what it's gonna be called. See, Naruto at the age of 4 was chased out of the village. As he's chased out of the village by a group of mob villagers, some shinobi alike. The shinobi ranks are Genin, one tuning, but it's the rest are villagers. Now, this is all, of course, happened on the October 10th. After he was kicked out of the orphanage. Naruto, as he's running through the forest, thinking that they're still chasing him, he come across this barrier. Now, in this barrier, you will see the Namikaze clan temple and the Uzumaki clan temple right across from it. See, Naruto, for some reason, he felt like contracted to these clans or to these places. This is where Naruto would start to move forward to the Uzumaki, since he realized that it was like it and it has like his name and it has the same. Naruto moves to Uzumaki and goes into it. As he goes into this is where Naruto would see a bunch of scrolls. And before this, it has a sign, hello, or it has like this little, it has a little message to it. Says, "Hello, you're probably the last Uzumaki," which means that you are the prince of the Uzumaki clan. And in this temple, Naruto will learn chakra control, chakra theory, Fuinjutsu, not medical, but mechanical puppets, Kenjutsu, and yeah. And it also gives him the basic on how to control all 5 chakra elements and to seal them. Naruto, I'm gonna go all the way into the 8. Naruto's gonna be in that temple from 4 to 7, so 3 years. He will also go to Uzu, which he will grab a bunch of chakra metal for his mechanical puppets as he learns how to make them with the Fuinjutsu seal to be on it. Now, as he's there and the Uzu, he will find some stuff from the old Uzu tower, like the Uzu Cage Tower. So, Naruto, he will find his cloak that says Seal Master on it. He'll pick it up knowing that he's a Seal Master. He'll also find his belt, which he then inscribes seals on it for it to be easier for him to pull out weapons or to seal them. He'll also get this sword and scythe. No. He'll actually get a sword and daggers from them. So Naruto will head back to the temples, where he then goes into the Namikaze by chance. He's just hoping nothing bad will happen to him. As he enters the temple, this is where Naruto will learn about the Namikaze clan and where it originated from. Naruto soon realized that this clan has a dojutsu in the clan history of how it came from Hamura Otozuki, which is Hagoromo Otozuki brother. He also learned the Uzumaki clan that Hagoromo Otozuki is also one of the founders of the Uzumaki clan before his two sons branched off. Which is why Naruto's, I guess you could say, gravity eye is purple. Um, yeah. So Naruto would have like he would kind of get like the Uzumaki clan. Oh, I forgot to explain this. In the story, the Uzumaki clan had a variation of the Sharingan, but it doesn't do what the Uchiha clan does. It's just that they're able to like basically copy jutsu or like also get perfect chakra control because they have large chakra controls and a large life force. Now, so yeah, that's why his eyes is kind of shifted a little bit. So Naruto and so Naruto and so Naruto he would basically learn all that at the age of 10. He'll be heading back to back to the Hidden Leaf Village. Now, now at the Hidden Leaf Gate, there's two tunings. One of them's complaining about how the village is how he's very bored guarding the gate, and this is where his partner then says, "Well, if it's so boring, why don't you take the Journey exams and do actually interesting missions?" This is when the other gate guard goes, "Well, I'm too lazy for that." But then he points in the distance. Wait, is that someone's coming? And basically, they and basically like they and guys like saying um he's basically saying like hold on, I'm trying to remember because I didn't script this at all. He says, state your name and purpose. This is where Naruto then says, my name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Prince of Prince of the Whirlpool or Whirlpool. I don't know. Prince of Whirlpool. Yeah, Prince of Whirlpool. And so and so and so Naruto, like the gate guards should be shocked at this, and they also see the whirlpool headband on Naruto, and a cloak that says "Seal Master." So they will basically bring Naruto to the. Naruto then says, "And may you like." They weren't really paid attention because like they heard his last name. They almost missed when Naruto asked them if they can bring him to the Hokage Tower since he has not been here in a while. They will agree and bring Naruto as fast as possible to the Hokage Tower. They will basically make him skip the secretary, which the secretary was displeased about that. But as he saw, but as they enter the room, they would say Hokage-sama. This boy, his name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. He's I think he's the last. He said he's the last Uzumaki in Namikaze. This is when Hiruzen go wide-eyed. He goes, leave, everybody. And he says that to even Anbu. This is where Naruto activated Dojutsu. Now Naruto looks around. He will see that there's someone still behind a bookshelf. This is where Naruto looks at Hiruzen and goes, I thought you told everybody to leave. Hiruzen then says, I did. All my Anbus did leave. This is where Naruto would basically blitz at the guy and stabs him in the gut with his sword, make him fall out. For it to be revealed to be a root ninja. This is where Hiruzen said, Anbu. His Anbu came back in quick and fast and basically picked up the down Shinobi and put him into interrogation by Ibiki. This is where Hiruzen goes, Naruto, where have you been? This is where Naruto says, well, I've been in my clan's temples, but not only that, I also have been in my I have also been at my first clans, like where they came from, the Uzugakure, or Uzugakure, I think that's how it is. Can't really remember off the top of my head. Sorry about that if I pronounced that wrong. But this is where Naruto goes, well, Hiruzen be like, Naruto been like, no, Hiruzen be like, Naruto, because like he heard how Naruto is trained, and also at the Otozuki, I forgot to remember, or at the Namikaze thing, like their their little temple, I forgot to tell you, it gave in great depth like how to do each element to like basically perfect them. Like if you have lightning, how to pull lightning, like just to have the static of like people's like you know how people have like in your nerve system and these like I guess the static from your nerves or whatever. Like you can basically feel that about someone and you can explode it. And if you have water, pull water out of the air. If you have air, you can stop like where people like you can stop where the airflow is and get rid of the oxygen. If you have what's it called? If you have fire, how you can basically make the fire come from the core up to the earth. And if you have earth, how like you can just smooth the plates. And now for the gravity release, it basically shows him like how he can just like put gravity on people, lessen gravity, like push and pull people, of course, or basically just like root things up from the ground. Like it's kind of like the automatic push, automatic pull, and I forgot the other one called. God, I should have script that. I forgot what it's called now. Damn. Oh, well, if it comes to me, I'll remember. But it's not coming right now. So Naruto would know that. This is where Naruto would then basically tell the Hokage that, you know, if he wants to test his skill, he can. But he's going to tell Hokage right now that he's joining level. This is basically where Hiruzen goes, and yeah, I'm going to need to test that. This is where he runs up to, he calls in one of his Umbu and says, Umbu, I want you to summon Kurenayuki, Yugao, you're going to say Yugao, Kakashi, and Guy. They will all be summoned up to the Hokage Tower, and they'd be wondering why the Hokage wants them there. This is where Hokage says, we're going to my personal training ground. Follow me. Basically, everybody will follow, and Naruto's running with them, no problem. This is where the others are wondering, like, what type of training did this kid go through to be able to follow at high jonin speeds? And Naruto, he's wearing resistance seals right now. So really, running from him is not really a big of a problem. This is where they will get at the Hokage's training ground and goes, I want y'all four to test Naruto and y'all each separate fields. Alright about that. This is where Naruto goes, Hokage-sama, or he's gonna say Gigi-sama. I would like to actually test them all I want them to all fight me at once. I can make it even as he pulls out his mechanical puppets, basically. But since the full Jutsu Seal, they have their same emotion, they can stop when Naruto tells them to stop. So yeah. Like they have their own free will, but if Naruto tells them to stop, they will stop. So yeah. The others were first going to be outraged until they saw the puppets, which one of them is a giant wolf, another one's a giant dragon, one of them's a lion, and the other one is a lizard. So they were due to their size, the wolf and dragon would basically be able to see. The wolf is meant for espionage, so basically if it needs to like go camouflage or blend in with the surrounding, it can. If the dragon is needed for needed for like aerial support. It can go high up in the air where no one can see it, and it can blend in with the clouds. Since it is white, but it can also change black depending on the time of day. Um, then there's the lizard. The lizard is basically self-explanatory. It's mainly used for genjutsu. The dragon, I'm gonna say, is mainly used for ninjutsu, and then let's say the line. The line is mainly meant for like hard or like just straight like charging in or tracking basically. Yeah. So when they see this, they actually don't have a problem with it. But this is when Naruto says, "Well, I hope y'all are ready." So this is when Kakashi would put up his headband and then shouts, "Fire release fireball jutsu," which he would shoot a giant fireball. Naruto would just stand still, basically let the fireball hit him. But instead of hitting him, actually it would hit a seal that Naruto has made specifically for jutsu. So now the jutsu is now stored up by Naruto, which Naruto then says, "Thank you for the free jutsu." Which he then released the jutsu back at Kakashi and says, "Wind style, great breakthrough." Basically with no hand signs. This surprised everybody. Like, wait, what? He did that with no hand signs? And Kakashi is even more scary. He then use he basically knows that he needs to get out of there, so he quickly runs at his fastest speed, which he was barely able to get out of the blast radius due to Naruto overcharging kind of the great breakthrough. Naruto would then pull out two sides, two dual swords or katanas. Yeah, he pulled out dual katanas. No. And then no, he pulled out his daggers. That's what I'm gonna say. He pulled out his daggers, which he's now confronted by Yugao. Yugao is swinging at Naruto, trying to deliver a hard blow. Naruto would dodge, and basically here, since he has one chakra added, he will basically attack Yugao, breaking her sword with his chakra collated daggers. Now Yugao should be shot and be like, "I surrender. I've kind of been bested by a master." Which guy would then go into a taijutsu battle with Naruto. Naruto would put away his daggers. He would basically dodge. Guy does a palm strike to his chest, which guy is now forced on his back. As it's happening, Naruto look at them little, he'll look at Guy, and Guy's kind of down due to that hit, which was a very hard hit. To the point where he goes, "I surrender, Hokage-sama." And so now it's on the left to Kurenai and Kakashi. Kakashi then does more hand signs and does a he does a lightning style he goes lightning style he goes lightning blizzard basically. No. He's gonna say lightning style lightning bolt. Yeah. Should be good enough. Lightning style lightning bolt. Which Naruto would easily dodge. And he'll look at Kakashi and be like, "Really?" As Naruto then does, he makes a shadow clone, and they both go through hand sign, and Naruto will do a water style water dragon and lightning style lightning dragon. And then this is when Naruto would then says, to be a little overkill, he then makes another clone, which then quickly runs to the hand signs, wind style wind dragon. Kakashi be like, "What the hell is this?" And this is when Naruto then himself makes another jutsu and go wind style wind tornado. And then he goes wind style razor blades basically. Which Naruto is very, very adapted into the wind jutsu to the point that Kakashi is now fearing for his life due to them jutsus looking very strong itself. Now, he wasn't ready for Naruto to be able to use those jutsus, So when they all out hit him, he was sent down hard into the ground. Um, Kakashi would then he would basically feel like all the pain that Naruto just created him because he would get hit by the tornado and the lightning dragon, which would send him flying back into the ground very roughly, or very harshly. My bad. Ooh. Which he would then get up, but his ankle would be sprained. He then says, "Hokage-sama, I surrender." He has definitely way more chakra than me. This is where Yugao, she's trying to hit Naruto from behind, but this is when Naruto's wolf, lion, and dragon and lizard will all come around her. The lizard basically has some very sharp claws in this area. Yeah. And it'll basically stop her blade. Oh, no, not Yuga, Kurenai. She would try to put Naruto underneath the Genjutsu, and it would basically stop her Genjutsu by countering Genjutsu by having multiple layers. Like, it has about, like, I'm gonna say 10 layers on top of each other. This is where, this is where Kurenai is now like, the hell did this kid, like, how did he make a 10 layer Genjutsu? I can't even do that. Which Hiruzen sees that Kurenai is basically screwed in that Genjutsu of Naruto's. Hiruzen be shocked at Naruto's performance as Kurenai would then says, "I surrender." This is where Naruto has his little puppet to stop with the Genjutsu. It will release the Genjutsu on Kurenai, and basically they'll all be back sealed. Now, after this is where Hiruzen says, "What would y'all rank him?" This is where Kurenai and Kakashi. Well, Kakashi goes, "Right now, I would say Johnny like high Umbu level and everything, just from what I have seen personally. You gotta be like he's a master in obviously with that with his own with his daggers, and he can also add elements to them obviously." Naruto then says, "I'm also a master in ninjato, katana, a bow staff, and a bow." Which everyone's gonna be like, "Oh shit." This is where like everybody else there is why I like. So you chose to use daggers, and Naruto says, "Yeah, I chose to use a dagger because I know daggers are less used, and not many people appreciate daggers." And basically, Kurenai and Nails are now ahead because they know for a fact that there's even another Jonin in the village that uses a dagger, and it's only one of them. This is where her reason would ask her advice what they rank him, and they all say like Kai would say he's a master in taijutsu. He was very easily able to dispatch me. So yeah. So this is where Horizon says, "So Naruto, basically right now you are able to be at Umbu level. Would you like to be an Umbu?" Or no, it'd be like Naruto. He'll say, "What rank do you want?" This is where Naruto says, "I want Jonin rank. I mean, I still want to be Hokage, so I'm gonna need a team to train." So yeah, this is where basically Kakashi, because he's still right now, he was still in the Umbu. Like, so why don't you want to be an Umbu? This is when Naruto then goes, "Well, think about it like this, right? I have to wear a mask 24/7, and I don't feel like doing that. At least not right now. Where if I wait a little bit longer, I would basically have the time. I can basically do that later." This is where Naruto then tells Hiruzen, "I also know how to combine all the elements together to make different Kekkei Genkai. Like, for instance, if I really want to, I can make a Woodstock Kekkei Genkai. I can make a Storm Release Kekkei Genkai. I can control gravity. I didn't use the manipulation this time. The only reason I didn't is because if I did use it, it could have died. I can send them up into the air with no gravity force every time they jump, which could basically kill them. I can also send them to the Basically, I could just send them anywhere, and then they would die. Like if I wanted to, if I wanted to punch them as hard as I could, and I did, they can die from that as well. This is where Hiruzen goes, what do you mean? Naruto then says, well, if I want to, I can make the gravity so heavy that one punch would send you straight to the core, and you will burn to death. He also says I can make a black hole, which we do not want me to do. He says, scratching the back of his head. This is where Hiruzen goes, what do you mean? Then Naruto activates his eyes. He says, oh, and also my dojutsu, which I didn't use, and I wear resistance cells. Basically, my dojutsu is, it's kind of like the Byakugan, but better. I don't have a blind spot, and it's like the Sharingan as well, because I can copy your ninjutsus, I can copy your movements and all that. And I can kind of just see like all your stuff, and since it automatically goes into the Mangekyo form, no matter what, I can always get like the Mangekyo Sharingan abilities, and then it can go into the Rinnegan form, which is where we have my eye as a Rinne Tensei gun, basically, which is called the Gravity Eye due to but I'm gonna call it the Gravity I don't know what else I want to call it. I'm just gonna call it the Gravity Eye for now. But just know Naruto can evolve his eyes into a stronger form if he really wanted to. But this is like the base form of the Gravity Eye. I'm still gonna call it Gravity Eye, but this is gonna be the base form of it. Hiruzen would nod his head slowly at first, and then he goes, so he goes, and then he, this is where I'm gonna leave it off here, guys. If you do like it, please leave a like, leave a comment. Peace.